Okay, good morning. Got a 64 and a half, well, 65. Resto Mod Mustang. She's a black plate all the way from California. Anyways, had it for a few years and realized that the oil level on the dipstick wasn't reading properly. This engine supposed to take 5 liters and it would only take maybe 4, and it would show really high on the dipstick. I thought maybe it had the wrong dipstick and ended up looking it up, and I had the right dipstick. The problem was oil pan is all crushed in. And at first, because the car's been running so well and the oil pan wasn't leaking, like the guy, even though he used the cork gasket, put it on extremely well and it wasn't leaking. This is all just rocker cover gasket oil, but I didn't like that being crushed in after reading a lot of Mustang magazine posts and forums about crushed in 289 oil pans. I wasn't too sure on how close that was to the intake for the pump, so I figured I picked up this pretty good aftermarket tank. I had to paint it. I'm pretty proud of my paint job. It's not too often I get some spray paint out, and I put on a couple coats of a really nice primer and then a Ford blue. So I just wanted to film this because there's not too many YouTube videos out there that show maybe the process. I did have to do quite a bit of reading, which is fine, but you know, the newer generation, we love pulling up our YouTube. So I got a Felpro gasket. I'm just gonna look it up. I've lost the directions. I know it's pretty simple. I've got the pins here and everything, but this is supposedly the way to go these days with these oil pans. I'm just gonna go in here and say my car actually has power steering. I might take that off today. I know some of the purists foo-foo the power steering on these 65s. It is really nice though, but I am getting little leaks. It always seems to be damp, so I've never been 100% happy with it. But anyways, back to the pan. So I took the old pan off. I know it's hard to see, but I cleaned up the casing, the engine casing, really well with a razor and then some rubbing alcohol. Got it all very clean. Per some of the instructions, I believe I have to put a little bit of, just a dab of sealant up here in the corners on either side and then along the back. But that's the only time that you need silicone with this new gasket. But to get this pan off, and once again, I'm just a rookie. I'm not a mechanic by any means, but I had to take off the idle arm to drop the steering linkage down to get the pan out. So that's very important. I didn't know that. I had the pan loose and she wouldn't come off. I had the cross member off. That was kind of obvious, but the steering arms I wasn't too sure about, and so the pan was kind of hanging here, and I had to take the steering off. So anyways, I hope that helps, and good luck.